Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. So today we are going to do an advanced money making guide. And when I say advanced, I mean if you have a small stack of cash, this probably isn't the best method for you. But you can always watch this video, learn what we're trying to talk about today, learn what I'm trying to discuss, and then you can, in the future, when you have that stack of gold, you can make the money. So it doesn't matter if you're a beginner, mid, or advanced money maker. You can actually watch this guide, and it's going to help you in the long run in the future. So feel free to watch the guide. All right, so like I said, this is going to be an advanced money making guide because there's a lot of aspects to this guide. It's not just go kill this monster for an hour and make this amount of gold. It's a lot different than that. There's a lot more. It's a bigger risk and a bigger reward if you play this out correctly. Now, depending on what you're trying to flip, depends on how much gold you're wanting. Now, a lot of people play the auction house, and a lot of people have these amazing add-ons and stuff. I don't worry about those things too much. I like to visually write things down. I like to be able to track prices and see what prices are selling for, how much mounts and pets and transmogs, how much they're going for on my server. I can care less what they're going for on another server. I care what they're going for on mine. Now, there are different ways to transfer servers, sell items, make a lot of gold that way, and so on, and that's cool. But today I'm focusing on my server, my realm, my world, whatever you want to call it. That's what I'm focused on. So, depending on what items that you're going to be wanting to look for and flip, depends on your cash stack. Depends on how much gold you want to have. I like to have a lot of gold on hand just in case something really good comes up, because I like to flip mounts. Mounts are an item that I really like to flip, but like I said, I don't just play the auction house. There's different ways to find prices that are going to fit your needs. Now, for example, last night, and this is the reason I'm making this video, last night I bought two mounts. I bought this Drake right here. This Drake in the auction right now is 72,000 gold. This Dragon Hawk right now is 84,000 gold. This Drake on my server sells for around 70,000. This Dragon Hawk sells for around 82,000. So the prices are fairly similar on the auction right now. What I was doing was I like to scan the auction, see what prices, see what items they're selling for, how much, and so on. Now, I noticed a few people in the in trade chat that were selling these mounts. Now, what happens is, people that are selling mounts and trade chat /2, what they're doing is they're trying to achieve the gold right then. Which there's a reason for that. They want to get out of the item and they want the money right then, right now. They could sit on it for a month and put it in the auction. Putting mounts in the auction doesn't cost a lot of gold. I think it's like maybe 15 silver, I think it is, every time you put it in the auction for, you can put it in for 48 hours, and I think it's 15 silver, and it's not a big deal, right? 15 silver compared to, a transmog item, 11 gold, is a big difference when you're putting it in every 12 hours. So, mounts, you're not losing any money when you're putting them in there, waiting for them to sit. What happens is, a lot of people want something right then, right now, but they're invested in an item. They're invested in this Dragon Hawk that they want to get rid of. So what they're going to be doing is they're very negotiable. You can work with prices fairly easy with these people. Now, what you want to do is there's some methods where you could actually try to lower people's prices. Like, let's say you have a friend. And I don't do this very much, but there are some people that do it. So you can actually, if let's say you want to do this, that's cool too. It's kind of a shady way to do it, but it's kind of whatever it is. But let's say someone's selling this Dragon Hawk in the in trade chat. You'll see people trolling them, right? Let's say they're selling for 80,000. You'll see someone putting in there selling for 79,000 or selling for 75,000, and then all of a sudden that guy's like, oh man, I'm selling it for 74,000. And then all of a sudden that price starts dropping frequently, little by little. Now, you can have a friend do that on the other end. But, it is what it is. A lot of people will do that, though, they'll have someone outbidding them on lowering the price, and all of a sudden, you know, because their friends wanting to buy that mount, that's when you need to jump in and be like, hey, I'll buy that mount for this price for the original person trying to sell it. And a lot of times you'll be able to buy it before that other person that was trying to down the price gets at them. But what happens is, a lot of times people will sell mounts combined, and this is why this video is happening today, because I made an amazing deal last night. A lot of people will sell these mounts combined, and the guy that was selling these mounts were selling, I think he was selling, what was it? I think it was selling the Drake for 65, and I think he was selling the Dragonhawk for, what was it, 75? So not a bad price, right? You can make good profit off both of them. But I offered to buy both of them, and I asked what he would take for both of them. And he gave me a price, and it was a decent price, but I threw out, you know, 115 for both mounts. Would you take 115,000 gold right now for both mounts? And he said yes. So I bought both of these mounts for 115,000 gold, which obviously I'll be making a fairly good profit off both of these. But it's one of those things that you need to know the prices, because a lot of people will be trying to sell these mounts for way higher than they're supposed to be, or they're trying to sell combined mounts for way higher of a price. Or what they'll do is they'll put one cheap mount with one expensive mount, and they'll make a profit off that cheap mount by selling them combined. So you got to be able to watch your prices and know how to be able to do these things. So there's a few tips. It's a little bit more of an advanced money making guide. I know there's going to be a lot of people, well, I already know that. And you know, hey, that's cool, man, if you already know that, but how many times have you flipped multiple mounts? That's the question. I've lost money and I've made money. The biggest thing is buying as low as you can. If you're going to buy a mount and you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to make 1,000 gold off this mount, that's a really bad idea. Because if you're not making more, my scale, if I'm not making more than 10,000 gold on a mount or a flip, like a high level flip, a high item flip, I don't want to risk it, because this mount is going to sit in my bank, sit in my auction house, sit in my bags for maybe a month or 2 months before I'm able to sell it. And that 10,000 gold that I was going to make, I'll probably make, you know, maybe 5,000 gold off of it. Now you might be thinking, well, there's guides out there that are like, you know, 5,000 gold an hour. And that's, yeah, that's true. And I can continue to do that as this mount sits in the auction, being able to sell for that 5,000. So I can make that 5,000 on top of whatever else I was doing. And then you're thinking about, like, these two mounts, I'll probably make, I don't know, you know, I'll make maybe 20,000 gold off these mounts. And, you know, it's just a really good flip for me. So, all right, guys, my son's upstairs yelling, so playing, riding his bike. So I'll probably cut the video short, 8-minute video. A lot of information here. Hopefully you guys kind of understood what I was trying to get at. If there's an item that you guys want to flip, you guys can do this with crafting materials. Pets are a great thing to start off with, because pets aren't as much, and you know, your profit margins aren't as high for pets, but pets jump up and down, man. So you got to be able to watch that market. Mounts kind of stay stable. They're a little bit easier. Transmog items have a giant gap sometimes. People don't know what they're selling, so they're like, man, it's this Vanguard is selling for 10,000 gold. Maybe if I sell it for 5,000 gold, will it sell? Well, you're going to be able to make that profit, because Vanguard is a very good thing to buy for 5,000 gold and be able to flip it later on. So, all right, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like, favorite, share, subscribe, do everything that you need to do. Let's gain those subscribers. The goal is 3,000 subscribers at the end of the year. We're getting close, guys. We're getting close. Team TNT, that's what we're doing, guys. So, help me out. Share the video to a couple people. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I got a lot of other stuff on the channel. I do consistent content. And my son's going crazy upstairs. So, I'm going to leave it at that. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon.